Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was one of the most shockingly amazing films that I've ever seen. Considering the state of the MCU, like, Ant-Man wasn't good, I didn't review that. Black Panther was good, but, like, the Guardians Holiday Special wasn't good. Werewolf by Night was pretty good. It's all... nah, but most of it is just, if you look at all of it together, there's either stuff that's really good, or not good. There's no, like, middle ground where stuff's just average. And then there's stuff like Doctor Strange, which is it's my guilty pleasure. But, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, one of my friends saw it before I did, and they said it was amazing. They said it was better than Endgame, and I was like, no way. Hot take, yes. The thing that makes this film just so good is that it feels like a real movie. This is what Martin Scorsese was talking about. It is not a massive superhero cluster cuss of just colors, CGI, cool stuff going on. There is genuine character development. The CGI is actually finished and has really smartly written scenes that are very competent, art room by humor. James Gunn is very talented when it comes to balancing the drama and the superhero stuff with the humor. He lets a moment play out when it needs to, but he also adds humor in there. And instead of the humor being like silly one-liners that will ruin the tone, there's stuff that's in the background where it's funny, but it's more of like bittersweet. It's silver lining, light in the dark. And that makes for a very interesting film. There's a lot of depth here. It focuses a lot on Rocket's backstory. And, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the world's greatest fan of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2. I think the first it's good, and I think the second one, I haven't seen it since it came out in the theater. But Volume 3 is a spectacular conclusion to all of those, and I really don't... Okay, this is gonna sound bad. I love the movie, I love all the characters, but I don't want to see them again. I love the way that they tied up their storylines. There were so many, like, horrifying moments that but not, like, spooky, but, like, I was genuinely terrified for some of the characters' lives. I'm not gonna go into spoilers because this is a movie that you gotta see. It separates itself from MCU films because it's got a new color palette, and it's got... the way James Gunn directs is very interesting. Like, especially the camera work, it's kind of got like a fisheye lens, where it's very moving, and it's very well edited, and... I don't know... I didn't want to script it because scripting takes time. And it's not the fact that it would take too much time, it's the fact that I don't want to convolute my head with stuff from, like, other YouTubers, and just, not other, but from, like, video reviews and stuff, and from other people. But I wanted to get my own personal thoughts out there. I think the main villain, I forgot his name, I'm just gonna call him the Grand Inquisitor, because I know that's from Star Wars. He is such a cruel... but such an interesting villain. Him and some of the Guardians have a very interesting connection. If you think that the trailers were sad about Rocket, it's very sad. I don't do good when it comes to animals, and this film, if everything you've heard is probably true. If you've heard that it's incredibly sad, that is very true. If you've heard it's incredibly funny, that is also very true. It is so well balanced as everything should be. I can't think of anything wrong right now. That's probably recency bias. So be it. This is different. This is what the MCU needed. It needed something that could just give it life again. And we got that. And that is so... It's so exciting to see a new MCU film that I can genuinely call good. There's no, like, what was this and that? Like, No Way Home, I had a great time, but it did have its shortcomings with CGI. This film almost made me cry. Like, it actually got a tear out of me, and it's such a thrilling roller coaster ride that I'm glad I saw it when I did, because I thought, oh, it's Guardians, this is gonna, whatever. No. So, I can now say I've seen two full MCU trilogies in the theater. I've seen Spider-Man trilogy, and I've seen Guardian trilogy. I am so proud of them for actually getting a decent film out. I did not like the holiday special. It's not even decent. This is a great film. The Marvels, I don't have faith in it. I might still see it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to watch Secret Invasion, but this gives me some hope. But don't give me hope if you're not going to be able to deliver. For a film that is 2.5 hours long, perfect pacing. I was never bored. I was never like, when is this going to end? Never checking the time. It flew by. Even when there was like, oh, it's over. Wait, no, it's not. It's not annoying. It's like, you want to spend as much time before we say goodbye. I'm glad they ended it on such a intelligent and emotionally sound experience. I'm going to rewatch this when it comes on Disney Plus, I think, maybe. Team Marvel again. Let's see how The Flash turns out. And Spider-Verse right there. So good. I'm so pumped for that. Indy. You did Guardians, right? Come on. You gotta do Indy, right? You can't end with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and then make another bad movie. I didn't like Logan because I didn't have the context for Wolverine's character. I do have it for Indiana Jones, and I hope James Mangold's I hope he has it. I got Oppenheimer over there. I got the nice cool poster. I hope that is as good as it looks. Barbie, it's gotta be good. You know, like it's gotta be like a Lego movie thing. Asteroid City, I'm skeptical because I really like Wes Anderson, but I did not like The French Dispatch. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which is over there, but I'm not going to move the camera stuff. Go green. If you don't know my rating system, an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 is a golden ticket, and 9.5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 is a trophy. I'm going to be giving Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a 9 out of 10. I am so just exhilarated to finally talk about a good... Like, that's one of the reasons why there have been, like, not as many videos. There have been movies that have been coming out. I've been seeing some of them, but there hasn't been enough for me to talk about. I saw Suzume. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but incredible film. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. It was better than the trailers made it out to be, but, and this is my opinion, not as good as the public made it out to be. Air was actually really, really good, but... there wasn't enough for me to talk about, so I didn't make a video on it. John Wick Chapter 4 was a decent surprise, but I've only seen the first John Wick before that, so I don't have enough background to talk about it. Renfield was rough. I was going to make a video on that, but there was, there's not enough for me to talk about. So I'm glad that Guardians 3 gave me something to talk about. And now I'm going to go watch a bunch of reviews on it and probably take back some of what I said. But I really enjoyed it. I'm excited for this year. Last year we had the summer blockbuster with Top Gun Maverick. This year we're having a bunch of summer blockbusters. So we're just going to have to see which ones stick the landing. And I'm hoping that it's all of them. I'm predicting that it's most of them. But... genuinely, we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time, whenever that may be.